Welcome to the second match of round 4 winners bracket. It is going to be between Team Teddy in the bottom left corner of the map. We have Bombs on Grath, Tedster on Hydros and Blowdeer on Vex against Snerp Haven in the top right corner of the map with Jonar on Grath, Toko on Hydros and Motiva on Ares. Let's take a quick look at their unit composition here. We see Tedster going for a Shadow, Sentinel and Warp Drone build, Blowdeer going for a Warp Drone as well, Engineer and Bombs for a third Warp Drone, so we might see from Team Teddy some backdoor action going on. Toko is going to go for an Engineer and a Shadow, Motiva, one Sentinel and Jonar, an Engineer and a Sentinel as well. So let's go and start this match. The winner of this match is going to face Team Snerp Inferno in the semifinals of the winners bracket, while the loser is going to go down to the losers bracket and will have to ascend from there. Tester is saying this is a little bit laggy at the moment, and we see Blowdeer and Bombs kiting this camp back. Nicely done by them. Unfortunately for them, Snerp Haven is not really known for being that aggressive in the early game, and as it looks like they are just going to be safe, take out their camps, and after that let's see what Jonar and Motiva want to do. I would like to see one of them going for those critters, and there we go. Motiva is still going to keep attacking these creeps, while Tedster is down here doing some work on those critters. Blowdeer is going to go and try and contest it. There are two Scuttle Guards down here from Toko. Nicely done by him with this split. He's able to accumulate more Bio Shards. Blowdeer actually manages to steal that one from Toko. Good job there from Blowdeer. And we see he's going to go for tech level 2. Bombs is not currently producing anything, while Tedster almost has tech level 2 done. Going into Motiva's camp, we see he's going to go for a heavy Sandstinger build. Jonar not producing anything. There we go. He starts his first Bramblethorn pretty early at this point. And Toko now is just going to go for more Scuttle Guards. It looks like the game is pretty much stable at this point. Tedster might like to take that ward off. I'm not sure if he knows that it is placed there. And there we go. Now he's going to see it and take it out. It is going to be a battle for those critters right now. Let's check the income. As we can see, the blue team is a little bit ahead on critters, so they are doing a little bit of a better job clearing out those camps and establishing control over them. The next Titan is going to come in 40 seconds, so we already see Jonar in the middle of the map trying to prepare for it. Toko is here as well. Blowdeer looks like he wants to make his way there, while Bombs is just going to stay here a little while longer, maybe gets some extra critters. Tedster right now is going to get his first Shadow. Motiva is rushing for tech level 3. Jonar almost has his Bramblethorn ready, and Toko is getting tech level 3 as well, extremely fast. Bombs, I believe he does have his Bramblethorn. There it goes, and it is just now warping in. The first Titans have spawned, and let's take a look at which team is going to come out ahead during this. Toko starting off very aggressively here. He gets a good surround on those Spitfires there. Nicely done by him, eliminating a lot of those Spitfires, but this Bramblethorn here is quite a menace to those Scuttle Guards. Even if it is trapped, it can still do a lot of damage, while Jonar's Bramblethorn is a little bit behind, just focusing on the Titan. We can see the first Shadow coming around, and it is going to be interesting to see what Tedster is going to do with it. Down it goes, catches Toko and two Terrapin Troopers. One of them goes down. Toko might go down as well. It will come down to whether Blowdeer can get that last shot or not, but this Bramblethorn is surrounded and is going to go down, so a nice little bit of lead for Team Teddy at this point of the game. Now you can see that in the army tab right now, they might even be able to push with their Titan if they manage to kill this one in time. Motiva is still up here. He has to be careful because that shadow, if it catches him, that Sandstinger army might just vanish. And he's going to go for his first Apocalypse. Toko is getting one Aquadillo and one Ancient Ice Frog. Let's check what Bombs is doing. Getting his second Bramblethorn and more Terrapin Troopers, while Bloated is getting an Engineer. Nicely done by Team Teddy right here. They are going to split, leave this Titan to attack the towers while they go down here to go for some extra structures. And as we can see, they have done that the entirety of the tournament, and it has been working out for them fairly well. They are going to take down this tower as well, since the red team is quite far away. Titan managed to destroy one structure before it is going to fall. And Bombs right now is getting his third Bramblethorn. Bloated, not much going on for him, while Tedster is getting his second Ice Frog. Interesting there. Toko has one Aquadillo ready, has another Ancient Ice Frog on the way. This Iron Cannon I don't think is going to survive a long time unless Team Teddy is going to defend him. We see Tedster here trying to protect this Iron Cannon. Motiva and Jonar are on the top left side of the map, and they are going to bring this tower down, but we see an engagement down here. Team Teddy is actually going to go in deep. They are going to be frozen by that Ice Frog, but the safety of the Ice Frog is a little bit questionable at the moment. It must not fall for Snerp Haven. And we see that Iron Cannon is still doing some work. The Ice Frog goes down, and Bombs is going to lose one Bramblethorn as well in that engagement, but the Ice Frog is by far a lot more valuable than that Bramblethorn. This Iron Cannon is still pew-pewing away at this Warp Spire, but I don't think it is going to be able to take it out. Careful with this Ice Frog, you don't want to lose it there, Tedster. And now we see some Apocalypse shots going on. The Ice Frog ability might enable it to escape. Jonar is coming around with the two Bramblethorns, trying to seal them off there, and the Iron Cannon finally expires, not able to take down that Warp Spire. And we see that both teams are pretty much neglecting this critter camp there. Would be a good idea from Bombs or Tedster to send a few low tier units there. Medium camps have spawned for a while, and now we can see that the red team manages to take down their own, while Team Teddy is going to go up here to take their own medium camp. Now we see Bombs, Tedster right now is going for two Aquadillos. Bombs is getting one Bramblethorn back that he lost during the last engagement, and Blowdeer is getting his third Apocalypse as well as ability power level 1. His army composition is looking fairly good at this point. Jonar is getting tech level 3 for that Trebuchet, while Toko is rebuilding one Aquadillo. Motiva, on the other hand, is a little bit ahead of Blowdeer in terms of high tier units. He has one Ember Fiend coming up, 3 Apocalypse already on the map, and one Devilkin as well. We see both teams right now just clearing out their own medium camps in their safe base, and we see a pink going on this tower. They might try to do something. I see Jonar is coming down and Toko with an Ancient Ice Frog, but they are far off from that, and it is going to take a long time for them to get to this tower. Those easy critters camps have respawned right now, and both teams are just trying to get as many resources as possible at this stage of the game, just before the second Titan is going to come. Bombs is building his Trebuchet there. Blowdeer is getting Blast Beat, Self-Fulfilling Prophecy, and Ability Power level 1. Now let's check what Motiva is doing. He's going to get 2 more Ember Fiends to the max total of 3. And he does have the Apocalypse, only one Devilkin though, so he has to be careful which fights he chooses to take, because with only one Devilkin it might be possible to catch him by surprise. And we see both teams are now in the middle of the map waiting for the Titans, and they have just spawned. pretty much even at this point, as we can see right here in the army tab. But that trebuchet is going to facilitate this Titan for Team Teddy. Careful they're not to be stunned by the Titan. And we see a heat wave going down from Motiva. A nice frog there from Toko doing a little bit of work, but this Titan is actually getting low. And we can see the trebuchets on both sides are doing some work. We see some destructive prophecies going down from Motiva, hitting their targets but not able to finish off those Bramblethorns quite yet. Bombs is actually pretty low, but he wants to take down this Titan, even if it will cost him his hero. And the Titan fight is won by Team Teddy. Bombs is still alive, not much has been lost there. We see that the red team has a little bit of an army advantage, but this is not that significant right now. This fight can go both ways. It is going to matter how our blue players are going to go with their Ice Frogs and Aquadillos for engage, and we see Toko is already freezing a big chunk of this army. Blowdeer is going to miss his destructive prophecies, while this trebuchet is actually doing some work down here. This Titan is going to start damaging this Warp Spire. That is coming around, but he is pretty much all by himself there. Unfortunately, Motiva does not have enough energy on those Apocalypses to launch some destructive prophecies there, while Tetsu's army is frozen. And there we go, those destructive prophecies take down one Aquadillo, leaving Tetsu with only 2 and 1 Ice Frog. We see some nice destructive prophecies from Blowdeer there, getting a good chunk of the red team's army, but careful with those trebuchet shots, you don't want to be caught in them. Only 2 Spitfires end up dying in that trebuchet fire. And that's right now, I believe he wants to remax. He has lost a little bit there, and yeah, there we go, 1 Ancient Ice Frog and another Aquadillo coming up. Blowdeer has not lost all that much. He's getting upgrades and another Devilkin Dervish. Motiva is doing good on army as well. Self-fulfilling prophecy, ability power level 2 and attack damage level 1 coming up for him. Jonar is just getting upgrades, while Toko is getting his final Aquadillo as well as Deep Freeze. Checking the income tab right here, we can see this is a very equal game, nice game so far. No one is actually sprinting or dashing ahead at this point, so this is going to be a close one. We see that the Blowdeer is actually going to go for a Warp Drone. Bombs is rebuilding his Bramblethorns that he lost. Checking upgrades in here. For Bombs, he does not have a single upgrade at this point, which is going to hurt his Bramblethorns, honestly. They are not going to deal all that much damage, and they are a little bit squishy. We see that the blue team is definitely going to get this hard camp, while Snerp Haven is up here taking care of the top left one. So both teams are going to be able to get at least 1 hard camp at this point, and after this it is going to be up to them to see what they want to do. If they want to get a little bit of push going, or if they want to just sprint back to their camps. And we see some pings going on. Those are Warp Drones positions right now. Tetster and Blowdeer, it looks like they might want to get in here and clear this camp. Blowdeer is the only one that can shoot air, so he's going to be the one that is going to take those aerial units out. And we see more pings going on. This Sentinel is good at scouting, and we actually see that we have 1 Sentinel from Snerp Haven right now, checking around this position for any potential warp drones. Tetster is going to get his warp drone as well, and high volt, physical resistance level 2, magic resistance level 1. Blowdeer getting a lot of upgrades. His warp drone is ready at this point, but this Sentinel is going to be standing right at this position where you usually want to place your warp drones. Checking out what Bombs is doing, he got his Abominable Sludge right now, and he's getting advanced trajectory and attack damage level 1. And we see that was a little bit of a misclick there from Tetsuya, actually blowing off that Ice Frog ability. Jonar is getting Baton Horn, attack damage level 2, Toko is getting a lot of upgrades, and high volt is an important upgrade for those Aquadillos, while Motiva is still upgrading, getting his last Devilkins. Checking out the middle of the map in here, we see that both teams are now getting ready for the next Titan fight. Tetster is around here, Titans have now spawned. We see trebuchet shots going down from Snerp Haven, and we actually see that this trebuchet is not active. Only now it is going to go down there for Team Teddy, and we see heat waves from Motiva there. They are doing a good job at zoning out Team Teddy, and those destructive prophecies actually managed to take down one Bramblethorn. Heat waves from Blowdeer are doing a nice job there. Motiva is going to blow his cooldown on those Aquadillos, and we actually see that this Ice Frog is extremely low. Tetster is going to pop his ultimate there to try and keep his army alive. Those Aquadillos are actually very low at this point, so one goes down, and careful with those destructive prophecies. The second one goes down, and an Ancient Ice Frog. Army supply is in favor of Team Teddy right now. They have to be able to seal this Titan fight though, and we see some Ice Frog ability going down, some freezes there in the middle of the map. Two Ice Frogs are chasing down with the other, and it is going to go down. Tetster and Jonar are just eliminated by each other right there, and it looks like the blue team has been able to take control of the middle of the map. There's not much left here for Snerp Haven. Toko and Motiva running around with one Battenhorn, one Brabblethorn, and one Apocalypse at this point. We see that Blowdeer still has a healthy army. He has not lost all that much during this fight, but it is going to be difficult with that Battenhorn going around to engage right there, even if he has the superior army. There comes the two Ice Frogs from bombs, and they are going to be able to freeze that Battenhorn, but this Titan is getting really low. Nice destructive prophecies there, eliminating that high tier unit, and it is going to be up to Blowdeer to try and save this Titan, but I don't think he will manage to do so, and the Titan goes down. Snerp Haven is going to take this Titan fight. Blowdeer is actually chasing this Bramblethorn and doing a good job at it, but he has to back away. He has to defend those towers from the Titan. And now that the fight has stabilized, let's check what Toko is doing. He's getting one Ice Frog. Motiva is rebuilding Devilkins, while Jonar is getting up that Bramblethorn that he lost in the last engagement. Titan is able to take down two towers. We see Blowdeer right now going for ability power level 3, magic resistance level 2, and another Devilkin Dervish. And he's going to pop destructive prophecies on top of this Titan to try and prevent this Warp Spire from going down. Bombs is rebuilding his Bramblethorns, and Tetster getting one more Aquadillo. Some nice trebuchet shots going on there on top of those Bramblethorns, and I believe one of them is going to fall. Down it goes. Checking out on the income tab, everything is still even at this point, even though Team Teddy is a little bit ahead in terms of army, but the income is still pretty much the same. We see that this warp drone is going to try and go around this side of the map all the way up here. This sentinel is still placed in this sweet spot, preventing any surprises from potential warp drones from happening. And as we can see here, both teams right now just want to get as many resources as possible. This medium camp is still alive, and it will be a good idea for Tetster to start moving there right now. Now he sees it with his sentinel. I don't think that he was sure that this camp was still alive. And he is on his way to this medium camp, and in the meantime Motiva is up here, and he did blow those destructive prophecies. Those might have done quite a little bit of damage in Tetster's army, but Motiva is actually going to push Tetster away from this medium camp, and it is going to be a good pickoff for the red team. As we can see here, they are falling a little bit behind on those resources, so they pretty much are going to need to take down this medium camp. Tester, however, is not that keen on letting Motiva go with this minion camp just yet. And both teams at this point are again starting to siege up the middle, preparing for the next Titan fight. Blowdeer is still going to get some more upgrades, bombs, getting his sludge and another warp drone. Let's see where the other warp drones are. I don't really see them on the map at this point. And the red team is starting to prepare for the next Titan. They are already here, they are waiting, and they want to make sure that they are going to be in a good spot for when that Titan comes. Jonar is going to scout a little bit with his hero, placing a nice ward up there, but he has to get away from here. Those ice frogs might actually catch them, and the Aquadillos go in there. Jonar is going to lose his hero effectively for free at this point. Yes, he did manage to plant that ward, but that is not going to make up for losing his hero. And we see Motiva is trying to do some heat waves there, maybe just kill off a few critters while waiting for the next Titan. Blowdeer is going to go for tech a level 4. He has those resistances up. Interesting choice to go for resistances there for him. As we can see right now, he already has ability power level 3, so this is going to be the only thing that he wants right now. He has not lost this army since the beginning of the game, and has been the most effective one of this game, honestly, not even from Team Teddy, but of the whole game. As we can see, he is level 16, a little bit ahead of the others, so nice job by him there, keeping his army alive. And we see some trebuchet shots coming down from Team Teddy. Titans have finally spawned, but these teams have been waiting for a few minutes for these Titans to spawn. They have been effective at clearing out their camps in time, but that shadow is not going to do much. We see one sentinel here. Tester is trying to engage, and he is going to get 2 apocalypse and a devilkin there. We see some destructive prophecies going down from Blowdeer. He lost a little bit of army there, but not enough, and at this point Tester is going to blow his ultimate. Toko is going to do the same to keep his ancient ice frogs alive. Motiva with his ultimate not really hitting anything. Blowdeer is launching heat waves to try and push Jonar out of position. Bombs is a little bit low. He gets one Aquadillo gets taken down from Tester, and one ancient ice frog as well. This one is going to pop his ability, but 2 Ember Fiends go down with that destructive prophecy from Blowdeer. Jonar is actually a little bit low, and those trebuchet shots might actually just kill him, and down he goes. Blowdeer now is going to chase this Bramblethorn, and Team Teddy has the minion over the middle of the map right now, and I believe they are going to take down this Titan. Let's see what is going on around here. We see warp drones are ready for Team Teddy. This one is actually getting out of position. I believe that is a misclick with their army. He wanted to select his whole army, and unfortunately got this warp drone as well. Toko right now is trying to rebuild, but there is not all that much left for Snerp Haven at this point. Motiva still has 2 Apocalypes and 1 Ember Fiend there, and there it goes. He now has 1 more Apocalypse and 1 Ember Fiend, but this Titan is fairly healthy, and there is only this Archive Tower left to defend in here. It looks like Team Teddy is not going to go for the archive. They are going to go for this healing generator first, and only now getting the Titan to attack their archive. It looks like they have made up their minds and they want to seal out this game. Those trebuchets are doing a lot of work. In fact, Team Teddy has brought their trebuchet all the way up here, and we see heat waves going on from both sides. Bombs and Tedster are trying to engage from up here, but that was an incredible destructive prophecy there from Blowdeer, and Motiva is actually going to lose his whole army. Only one Devilkin left for him. More destructive prophecies are going down. This Aquadillo is going to get extremely low. Those Terrapin troopers are blocking Blowdeer a little bit, and they might actually get one Apocalypse. Nicely done there by Jonar. However, this Archive is getting low, and Ancient Ice Frog's ability are going to go down from both teams. That Titan is not attacking the right target at this point, but it does not look like it is going to matter. Team Teddy eliminates Snerp Haven from the winners bracket. Instead, they go down to the losers, and Team Teddy is going to play Snerp Inferno in the semifinals of the winners bracket.